Sailing Adventures in Paradise. South Seas Cruising in a Sailboat. Plus $101 saving tips for the cruising sailor. Written by Vincent Bossley. Narrated by Google Play Auto-narrated voice, Cole. This audio copyright 2023 by Vincent Bossley, publisher. The protagonists. You, the reader, because you are coming on this voyage with us.
Terry Moana. The boat can't go anywhere without her. A Ron Holland 13.04 meters 43 feet fast ocean-going sloop. She is a very well-found and sea-kindly boat, with tons of character and a can-do attitude. The builder's yard built her as their boat show demonstrator, so she was over-spec'd in many areas and superbly finished with polished teak below, which is still shining today. Her hull number was 007, and she lived up to her namesake over the long years of sailing and ownership. Her cutwater took her through the Baltic Seas, across both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, many ports along the way, and finally came to rest in Sydney, Australia, where she remains to this day. A wonderful boat that her owner skipper formed a very strong bond with, which still fills him with warmth when reminiscing on those far-off days.
Vincent. Owner skipper. Growing up around the sea, fishing and boats in New Zealand, it was an easy step over time from that, into owning a boat or two. Starting out with dinghies, rowing, motor and sailing, graduating to a jet boat for salmon fishing in the South Island, then a motor launch for holiday cruising in the Marlborough Sounds. Finally, a real sailing vessel, as described above. I was working in the UK then, and when it was time to come home, I decided that sailing back was a far more preferable idea than jumping on a plane. That is how I came to meet my form of transport for the next few years. She was sorrowfully lying, unused and in mint condition, in a boathouse in Finland. One look, and I knew I had to have her. The deal was consummated. She was shipped to the UK, fitted out for cruising over the next 6 months, renamed Terry Moana, Maori for swift or fast water, re-registered and relaunched. Then, a short shakedown cruise to the Cornwall town of Falmouth in the UK, from where we set sail that same year. Barbara. Bo. My sister, and referred to as Bo in the book. Bo owned and ran several farm holdings over the years, so was used to being in the great outdoors. Apart from her easygoing nature and sense of humor, she is also a great cook, and with eyes as sharp as a hawk. This attribute became very handy, as we shall see later, when negotiating reefs and passes in the South Seas. We have always had an easy relationship, so having her along as crew was an asset. Her knowledge of sailing at the outset was limited.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?